Da sind wir wieder hier auf dem Summer Breeze in der EMP Backstage Area und diesmal mit Legenden des Skatepunk und Hardcore. Bitte einen Applaus für Ignite!
What's up, everybody?
Guys, like changing a singer is always a difficult task, especially if you have a guy like Zoli in the band. But you manage it with a great job, with bravura. So how did you get this whole thing solved? How do you find your great new singer?
We'll let Craig answer that because it was his fault.
Well, I have known Eli for probably like 10, 15 years. I was a big fan of his band Holy Grail, which he plays guitar in. And when we were looking for a new singer, I called him up to ask if he knew of anybody that might be a good fit for the band. And he just came back with, well, you mind if I give it a shot? So, okay, we sent him a couple songs, and he sent them back to us. He sounded great. And then we got together with him in a room. He sounded even better. And then the next day, we just started working with him on the new record.
And now we're at Summer Breeze.
Of course, yeah.
Happy to be back, absolutely.
I've got the impression that it took some time. Is that wrong, or did you had him
It took
pretty
about
fast?
2 years. I mean, from the time when our previous singer quit.
Yeah.
And then we just started writing music. We wanted to like kind of get a lot of music under our belt, and before we started looking for a new singer. And Nick's really good with singing as well and writing lyrics, so we were kind of getting a good head start on stuff. Yeah. And then when we decided to find a new singer, we were checking out a couple guys, and nothing was really working out. And then again, I just asked Eli if he knew of anybody, because I knew he played guitar in the band, and then he offered to sing for us.
Okay. And Eli, you're not just the typical hardcore or punk guy. You're a metal guy. If you take off your cap and show your long hair, everybody will see.
You want to do the big unveiling? Let's do it. You guys want to see it? You want to see it?
Of course.
Show your hair.
Good hair day today.
Blasphemy.
He likes it when this happens.
Fuck out of here.
So does it have any influence on you that you have your metal influences as well to bring into the band? Or
I mean, yeah, I am a very big metal fan and player and everything, but I was always a big fan of hardcore as well. So it was, it's something I've always wanted to do, and I've been a big fan of Ignite as well. So it wasn't like, I had to learn about all that was hardcore. And
no, of course not.
Yeah. And so it was always in there, and I was always trying to get my metal bands to come more hardcore, actually. So this kind of works out.
The hardcore and the metal scene are brothers and sisters already, and I think Ignite too. There was always an element that there was some metal in there. There was definitely a lot of hardcore, punk rock. So it's almost like it's not a different band. It's just we're bringing elements that were there and maybe putting them a little more in the forefront now. And it's allowed us as songwriters to expand. So if anything, it's better, man. We're happier. We get to do everything we love, and we got a guy who can fucking sing. Eli Santana, everybody. He's pretty goddamn good, I'll tell you right now. The new guy.
Yeah, so how was the working process? Were all the songs done when you joined the band, or did you write together?
We wrote a lot together. We had some finished. We didn't know how long it was going to take to find a guy, so we wanted to get a head start. And then once we got together, we collaborated on every song that's on the record. So yeah, it was definitely a team effort.
And how about the lyrics?
These two guys wrote, I think, everything on the album. So yeah, blame them.
In fact, one of the most hardcore sounding songs on the record, This Day, was written by Eli top to bottom. He wrote lyrics, music, everything, because obviously he's a great guitar player and a great songwriter. So he brought that element to the band as well.
I mean, lyrics are always a very important part of Ignite. So do you talk about the themes, or do you just came up with your own lyrics?
Well, actually, Nick here did a lot of the lion's share of the writing, and he had the themes and everything like in his head already. So, and he's just a really good writer. So it's not like, oh, what's this weird line about? It was pretty much like, even if there was a lot of allegory in it, it still made sense and it had a lot of feeling, so it was easy to connect to.
We got together though. I mean, as a team, I run everything past these guys. It's got to go through the gauntlet. You know, it's not just whatever goes. And Eli and I had a big meeting before we stepped into the studio with Cameron Webb to do the record, and really to get locked in on this is the theme. This is what we're trying to say. How can we say it more powerfully? How can we cut through the bullshit? You know, to make it effective. But I think that's one thing hardcore's good at, cutting through the bullshit. Lyrically, it's usually pretty simple. So, you know, there's elements that are still poetic and interesting, but I think it's clear what we're talking about.
And we're always going to be political, socially aware. We have a lot of personal songs on this. So a lot of the themes are the same through Ignite's whole history.
And the record is self-titled. Is it just to make a statement that this is the essence of Ignite?
Kevin, tell him.
Is it just a lack of a better idea?
I think it's a new beginning for us. So,
Yeah, definitely a new beginning.
Yeah. And on the artwork, all of the band members' names are on. Is that another statement, or is it more like for the retro look of the old artwork?
Well, I think a lot of people don't get CDs anymore or get booklets and read the lyrics, so we wanted to put as much information on the cover as we could. The name of the songs, the name of the band members, the band name. So I think that's important now, because then we could like present everything just in the cover if you didn't get the chance to read a booklet.
It's the style too. I like that classic style where you get an LP and you get everything you want right there. You know, I think that was a lot of it too.
So what do you think about that whole change of the music industry, that LPs or CDs are not that important anymore and it's more streaming? I mean, you're like kind of old school guys, with all respect, right? So
Yeah,
I guess it's kind of strange for you as well, isn't it?
Well, personally, I still buy CDs. I prefer to buy a CD of the bands that I like. As far as
I think it's great that everybody around the world now can get the music so easy. I mean, it used to be very difficult to get our music in some countries in Southeast Asia or different parts of Eastern Europe. It was very hard. And now it's all on your phone. So everybody can listen to Ignite on their phone. They don't need to find a CD or an album, but those are still there available for the collectors or people who are interested. So I love that music has transitioned to basically your whole collection's on your phone. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, the model is set up for touring bands, for international bands, for smaller artists. It was never benefiting bands at our level anyway. You know, we're not Def Leppard, we're not selling that many records before anyway. It's underground, it's people that you know and see, and if they like you, they're collectors. They come to the show, they buy a vinyl from you. They shake your hand, you get to meet them. I like it, but you reach out to more people now because of streaming, so I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, in your videos, skating is still a big thing. Do you still skate yourself?
Kevin. Only when we're trying to not be injured before a tour, though. Yeah.
a little skating, but actually I got into motorcycles, so that kind of took over. But yeah, still a little skating.
Surf, skate, yeah. California life.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, so skate punk is not just a label, you know, it's lifestyle, right?
It is, yeah, it is.
Okay, let me see what I got. Oh yeah, you're big supporters of Sea Shepherd and get projects, collect money. Do you work on the ships as well? Get impressions yourself?
I've never been on one of those ships. No, we have multiple causes that we're putting our name behind. Eli's big into a couple. Maybe you want to talk about some of the things that you're invested in with your time.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like animal sanctuaries that I've done work with out in California, and so creating awareness about that. I've also done work with Project Wildlife, which rehabilitates like birds of prey. It's not just them, that just happened to be the side of it that I was on. So and then just creating awareness of that. There's another group called VetPaw that I try to support as well, which has veterans going out and they use their the things they learned in the military, and they go and fight against poachers and save animals out in Africa. It's actually an amazing cause, and so that's just trying to create awareness where you can and help when you can, where you can, and so there's plenty of great things that I can link to if I have done on my social media. So if you want to come to me, I'm happy to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, very important topics. So it's cool that you bring awareness to all that stuff.
Yeah.
So Ignite, better than ever, I would say. Tonight at 8:30 on the T stage. Thank you, Ignite.
Thank you
very
guys.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.